Доброго дня, шановні учасники науково-педагогічних стажувань. Щиро вітаю вас від імені Центру українсько-європейського наукового співробітництва з сьогоднішньою подією. Щиро дякую кожному з вас за те, що ви, попри всі складні умови нашого сьогодення, продовжуєте займатися підвищенням кваліфікації, здобуттям вчених звань професора та доцента. І ми щиро цінуємо співпрацю вашу з нашим Центром українсько-європейського співробітництва. І хочу трошки розповісти про сьогоднішнього лектора та заклад вищої освіти, який він представляє. Балтійська міжнародна академія. Вона знаходиться в місті Ризі. Ми співпрацюємо з цим закладом вищої освіти вже на протязі 6 років. Видавнича група Гельветика видає декілька журналів Балтійської міжнародної академії. Він доволі успішний, має популярність серед Балтійських країн та України. І в рамках договору, офіційно укладеного між Центром українсько-європейського співробітництва та Балтійською міжнародною академією, у нас передбачено проведення спільних стажувань. Набір був оголошений у грудні. До кінця грудня ви подавали свої матеріали. Відповідно, маємо, як ви бачите, значну кількість учасників зараз у Zoom, за що ще раз вам щиро дякую. І з задоволенням передаю слово сьогоднішньому спікеру, співробітнику Балтійської міжнародної академії, доценту, магістру з перекладу Юлії Расторгуєвої. Її тема лекції «Роль аудіодискрипції в міжкультурній комунікації». Юля, please speak.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Just some words to present myself. I work for the Baltic International Academy, and the main and the key field of my research is audio description. So I'm a real fan of this field, and each time I'm so happy to share the information and new ways how to work with audio description. So you see that last time when in December we had our lecture, it was about audio description and how to incorporate and how to use audio description in the process of education. But today, right now, I'm going to share my presentation. Okay, so just to be sure that everything is okay and you can see it.
It's okay. Okay, thank you.
It's okay, yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah, so this time I'm going to share the information and just some pieces of my research. I'm going to share the information on the role of audio description in cross-cultural communication, bridging cultural gaps through media accessibility. So just a second. Let's imagine that a world where stories, arts, and culture transcend physical boundaries and connect us regardless of our abilities or backgrounds. So I think that is the power of audio description. Today, we are not just talking about accessibility we tried to do the previous time. Today, we are exploring a bridge that unites diverse audiences through shared cultural experiences. Audio description, or AD, you will see it in my presentation, goes beyond its function as a tool for the visually impaired people. It's a medium for cross-cultural exchange, and it's a real enabler of understanding and testament of how technology and creativity can bring people closer. So, and first of all, I would like to to remind you. And today it's especially important in light of the upcoming regulation on media accessibility in Europe, which will come into effect in June 2025. This document aims to ensure equal access to media content for individuals with disabilities, promoting inclusivity and universal accessibility. So I would like just to remind it that they started in 2019, then they were in process and European Union member states needed to translate and adopt the directive into their national laws. Now it's done. And you see that July 2025, the law must be applied. Yeah, it means that every country, European country, we need to have this media accessibility. And I work with audio description only. And to begin, let's a little bit define what is audio description. In simple terms, audio description is verbal narration that explains, just a second, that explains the visual parts of a movie, TV show, or even live performances such as football matches and so on. It describes settings, characters' actions, and emotions that are otherwise seen but not heard. Third, its primary use is for individuals with visual impairments, and descriptive language and listening aspect offer unique benefits for everyone, as we'll explore in the next slides. Why? Each time I try to share the information, I try to talk about audio description, because in Latvia, approximately 20,000 people with, unfortunately, with vision impairment and blindness. And just some words, the background of audio description in the Baltic states. I know that in Ukraine, audio description is developing right now, and you started a little bit before. Yeah, we started it in Lithuania in 2017. In Lithuania, it was the first film with audio description. A little bit later, in Estonia, 2019, it's broadcasting its song and dance festival with audio description on television. And unfortunately, in my country, in Latvia, we started audio description just 3 years ago, in 2022. It was the film directed by Linda Olpe, Masas, sisters, and we conducted a great project with my students. We already described the silent film A Trip to the Moon, directed by George Millian. So, and right now, unfortunately, that's all. Yeah, I'm just in Latvia, but we try to develop it, and I hope that because of these documents, yeah, so certainly we need to develop audio description in Latvia. So that is why I'm ready to share some project or some interesting ideas, because I know that Ukraine, you have your great experience, yes, in audio description. I'm very interested in it, really. So what about cultural communication? According to Smith, 2024, intercultural pragmatics plays a crucial role in understanding how cultural differences affect language use and communication strategies. It's by Smith. So it just to be sure that we understand each other about the definitions and key aspects of audio description and cross-cultural communication, because we are going to bridge cross-cultural communication and audio description today. Just some words about strategies for effective communication. There are 10 key strategies for effective cross-cultural communication. Certainly, in general, you are familiar with them. It's ask questions, build self-awareness, recognize their complexity, think twice, be flexible, and others. I need to mention all these strategies right now because they will be mentioned in my presentation during my speech in my next slides. Let's start with audio description, and let's try to connect audio description and cultural mediation. Just to begin with, it's essential to recognize that audio description, it's not just a technical adaptation of visual content for the visually impaired people. It's intermodal translation that facilitates access to cultural narratives and artistic expressions. So Brown in his book highlights that audio description involves recreating coherence in multimodal text, such as films, cartoons, and so on, by linking visual images, sounds, and dialogues. This coherence is crucial. It's vital for ensuring that audiences from different cultural backgrounds can appreciate the narrative fully. The process of audio description, therefore, becomes a form of cultural mediation that allows viewers to engage with the film's visual language, which may otherwise be lost in translation. Moreover, the role of audio description in cross-cultural communication is further emphasized by its ability to convey cultural bound element effectively. Okay, just a second. Okay, so just about this one. I would like to mention about Hamanoi's research. Why? Because it illustrates how audio describers employ strategies such as specification, naming, and retention to communicate culturally specific references from Anglophone films to Persian audiences. This practice not only enhances the understanding of the film's context, but also fosters cultural appreciation and exchange. By making cultural nuances accessible, audio description plays a pivotal key role in promoting intercultural dialogue and understanding. In addition to its function in films, audio description also finds application in other cultural contexts, such as museums, such as theaters and theatrical performances. I'd like to mention Redacho because he discusses how using audio descriptions serves as multimodal and multisensory translation, enhancing the visitor experience by providing descriptive access to artworks and also exhibitions. This interactive approach to audio description allows for a richer engagement with cultural artifacts, hereby fostering a deeper understanding of the cultural narratives they represent. Carvalho also explores the artistic possibilities of audio description in theatrical performances. He highlights how creative uses of audio description can challenge normative aesthetics and enhance audience comprehension. I hope that these examples underscore I hope that these examples underscore the usage of audio description as a tool for cross-cultural communication across really various media. Furthermore, the impact of audio description extends beyond mere accessibility. It also influences audience engagement and emotional responses. I'd like to mention about emotions and feelings as the way how to communicate using cross-cultural facilities. So Frank discusses how emotional design factors in audio-visual art can enhance communication and how it can foster connections among audiences, for example, during the COVID-19 pandemic. The ability of audio description to evoke emotions and facilitate shared experiences is really vital, is really crucial in cross-cultural context, where understanding and empathy are vital. By enabling audiences to connect with the emotional core of a narrative, audio description contributes to a more profound intercultural exchange. There are challenges. There is really a long list of challenges in cross-cultural and communication and audio description. The challenges faced in audio describing foreign films also highlight the complexities of cross-cultural communication. For example, Shu identifies issues such as synchronizing translation, identifying speakers, and also addressing cultural-specific items as significant ones in the audio description process. It's just according to Shu. These challenges should be discussed, certainly. And addressing these challenges is essential for ensuring that audio descriptions do not merely serve as functional adaptation, but also a meaningful cultural translation and resonate with diverse audiences. Moreover, the training of audio describers is critical in enhancing the quality and effectiveness of audio description in cross-cultural contexts. Last time, when we studied the challenges of incorporating audio description into the study program, I shared some ideas and I shared the project we conducted together with our our students and with other European HEIS, higher educational institutions. For example, here in Latvia, in Baltic International Academy, some years ago, in 2022, we incorporated the elective optional audio description course into the bachelor's professional study program, translation and interpreting. We started it in Latvia. And last time I shared all the projects, all the key projects we conducted in Latvia and in Europe. I would like just to remind that we try to do it together with the students and with our European colleagues. So we organized, again, within the bachelor study program, translation and interpreting. We organized, we conducted, and we completed, fully completed some project on audio description. We created audio description for some arts fairs, for photo exhibitions. We audio described the theatrical performance, Lavez, and also we audio described a silent film, A Trip to the Moon. Last time again, I demonstrated just some parts of this film. It's in Latvian with Latvian audio description. And the question why? Why should we use audio description in, for example, the field of translation in translator education? First of all, certainly, it enriches and it develops students' first language skills. About first language skills, we usually mention the native language of our students. We can start work with the second, with the third foreign languages when the quality and the level of the native language of our students, the first language of our students is rather high. So audio description and all the assignment, the task on audio description can enrich and develop, first of all, student first language skills. Certainly, it bridges theory and practice. So why we have a lot of projects? Because we try to bridge the theory and our practice. Audio description and all the task assignments on audio description certainly build empathy and understanding of accessibility. So within the framework of our project, we worked really face-to-face with visually impaired people. So again, it's about empathy and it's about understanding of accessibility of our students. So so Jordan and Opigard highlight the growing recognition of audio description in media accessibility policies, for example, in the United States, because they are from the United States. But again, the same situation now will be in Europe as well. So because of the document of the acts I have recently mentioned. So the empirical research underscores the need for comprehensive outreach to audio description users, particularly those who are blind or visually impaired. By advocating for inclusive media practices, audio description can play a crucial, really crucial role in ensuring that diverse audiences have equitable access to cultural content, thereby promoting cross-cultural understanding. The intersection of audio description and intercultural pragmatics further enriches our understanding of its role in cross-cultural communication. For example, Smith in his book emphasizes the significance of pragmatics in navigating cultural differences in language use, which is particularly relevant in the context of audio description. By understanding the cultural underpinnings of communication, audio describers can craft description that resonate with target audience, thereby enhancing the overall effectiveness of cross-cultural interactions. What about the target audience? The target audience is really different. First of all, certainly, the key target audience, visually impaired people, blind people, is the first one. And the first key target audience, each person who is going, for example, study new extra foreign languages. Because audio description can help enhance the knowledge, first of all, of the native language and of the foreign languages as well. So each time we try to explain what we mean when we mention the target audience. Yeah, so we try to divide it into two groups. Yeah, the target audience for visually impaired, and the target audience can be each person, really each person, if this person is interested in, for example, languages. What about future directions? Certainly, I'm sure that all of the countries, all of Europe, growing significance of audio description in our globalized world. Owing to the act that we are going to start in July 2025. In some countries, in many countries, fortunately, audio description works, and it's incorporated in study programs. And it really helps a lot, not only people with disabilities. Certainly need for continued research and innovation. Not just a lot of, but we have a lot of ways right now, a lot of fields of research of audio description. And I have mentioned that my PhD paper is on audio description as well. And right now I'm researching the audio description of silent films. And the idea is to audio describe, and now I'm doing it right now, to audio describe films, silent films, into the Latvian language. You see that all over the world they are audio described in the range of languages, but unfortunately we don't have these films in Latvian. So that is why I'm doing it, and I'm researching the tools how to do it. And certainly, what about the future direction of audio description, expanding applications in education, tourism, and beyond. How to use audio description in daily life. Again, last time I really told about it in all the details, but right now I'd like to mention just the key aspects of it. You can enable audio description when watching TV or movies. Now it's possible to do, and audio description, they now can be in different languages. Just I'm not sure just about Ukrainian language, but certainly it's in English, French, and many languages of European Union. Unfortunately, we don't have it in the Latvian language yet, but really we are going to work on it. And the second one, integrate audio description into language learning classes, into language learning courses. It's a little bit about the topic of storytelling. We discussed it last time. But again, audio description, if just the target audience, again, not just blind people or visually impaired people, each person can study languages or can enhance the level of language using audio description. So that is why the best way is to integrate audio description into language learning classes or courses. Okay. And the impact of audio discussion of audio description. In general, the role of audio description in cross-cultural communication is profound. It really serves as a bridge that connects diverse cultural narratives, enhances accessibility, and fosters understanding among audiences from really different backgrounds. Through its various applications in films, theaters, in museums, audio descriptions not only enriches the cultural experience for visually impaired individuals, but audio description also promotes intercultural dialogue and empathy. Globalization continues to shape our cultural landscape. We can see it right now. But the importance of audio description as a tool for cross-cultural communication, I hope, will only grow in our research, in innovations in the fields of audio descriptions and others. So, just to sum up, audio description is a really powerful tool for enhancing cognitive and linguistic skills. Audio description really fosters inclusivity by making media accessible to individuals with visual impairments. And again, about European Accessibility Act, I hope so, that with the upcoming European Accessibility Act, its importance will grow really significantly in media and education as well. So the references, so really if you are interested in it, then I can share it. And so thank you. Thank you a lot for your intention. And if you are interested in the answers to some questions, you're welcome. You can see my email address. Thank you very much. Last time I got some questions, and I hope that I answered these questions in detail. So again, I would like to repeat it many times that we are open, we are ready to have interesting projects, for example, on audio description, and I'm ready to answer the question how to incorporate, how to use audio description in the process of education. So thank you, and if you have questions, really, you're welcome. So I stop sharing just to see everyone. Okay.
There are no questions. Thank you very much, Julia. It was
Okay.
very interesting. And thank you very much for all. And bye-bye to all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.